We are trying the question that I did on the previous video, which was example, I think, 5. And we were looking at, we were looking at me giving you a couple clues. So now we can break down the questions and give you clues to get to the equation of a line. So I want you to find the equation of a line, right? So same y equals mx plus b, so equation of a line. And it says the same x-intercept as this line and the same y-intercept as this line. So these are two clues. So the first clue here is that it's the same x-intercept as this line. So that's one clue. Put those together. The second clue says the same y-intercept as this line. So this is a separate clue. So this here is a separate clue. So these are two separate ones. I'm going to separate these out here. So one is the x-intercept. So my pink would be the x-intercept was when y equals 0. That's my title. The green I'm going to pull over here. And this green I'm going to go y-intercept, which is when x equals 0. So those are my titles. Yes, I want titles. So make sure you title everything you're doing so that we can follow your answer. It's telling your story. Right, so little titles for your story. We're going to take this and we're going to say x-intercept from this line. I'm going to put 0 in, sub 0 in wherever you see the y. So this will be 5x minus 4. Y is 0. I'm just going to sub it in. Plus 10 equals 0. So this y equals 0. This part here is this part here. You're going to cross that off because 0 times anything is 0. And you write down what's left over. So 5x plus 10 equals 0. To solve, you want to bring the 10 over there. So we're going to get 5x equals negative 10. When you want to solve for this variable, you divide by whatever's in front. On both sides, cancel that out to be 1. And that's x equals negative 2. Right away, I do a concluding negative 2, 0. I know that's a coordinate. That's one coordinate. We're going to do the same thing for the x-y intercept, and that means x equals 0. So you grab this piece of information. It says y-intercept from this line. So 6, 0, and that's this. So x equals 0. You put in here wherever you see the x, plus 3y minus 21 equals 0. 6 times 0, and 0 times anything is 0. It's gone. I write down what's left over, like that. To solve, you want to isolate this, so bring that over. So 3y is 21. To solve for the y, you divide by whatever's in front. Just cancel out to be 1. And y equals 7. Right away, I do a concluding. That means that this is 0, 7, and b equals 7. It's two things. When you're talking about the equation, it works on two levels. I'm asked to find the equation. If I just asked you to find the x and y-intercept, you would stop there, but I asked you for the equation of the line. Whenever we do the equation of a line, we need to fill in m and b. So I hope that by the time you're seeing this video, you're really used to finding m and b. M I don't have, so I'm going to find it, but I do have B. So B's done already. B's already there. I just need M. So what I'm going to say, I'm going to find M. Do that as your title. So for this part, you're going to find M. I'm going to use the formula. M equals, now look, I set this up right away so it's centered. Lowercase m equals. So again, lowercase, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. I hope you've heard my other videos, and that's saying these are subscript. So you have to write this down. So this is subscript, right? Subscript, and that's lowercase m. Lowercase m and subscript, and that's been included in the previous video. So how do I get these 2 points? I go from here. So from these 2 points, I'm going to say that this is, I'll use orange. So this is x1, y1, x2, y2. That's 0.1, 0.2, and again, they can be reversed. You'll get the same answer. So this will be y2, which would be 7 minus y1, 0. x2 is 0 minus negative 2. That simplifies. 7 minus 0 is 7. 0 minus minus 2 is 2. If you can't simplify anymore, we leave it as an improper fraction. Improper reduced fraction. Yay, we like that. That's a happy heart. Leave it like that way. Do not change it to mixed. We do like improper. When we have the opportunity, we leave it improper, never mixed. Okay, so yay. Okay, fractions are good. Do not change that to a decimal. Okay, so leave it as a fraction. And then all we need now is to write our concluding sentence. So therefore, you don't have to do the therefore. I said that before. You can just do the concluding. Y equals, m is 7 over 2. What did I say about where to write the x? I said in the middle here. Okay, so in the middle of that line. So make sure it's in the middle, not at the bottom. So closer to the top is okay, but middle is preferred. And then b, which is over here, so 7, is we're going to grab plus 7, and you're done. That's gorgeous. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Beautiful. Okay, I went through that a little bit faster because at this point with the try now, hopefully you've done a few extra practice already and it's getting to be a little bit easier. If not, then you can play the video slower or start it over again.